Plant-based diets are more popular than ever. Western society is slowly realizing that plant protein is abundant and may even bring health benefits. So here are, in no special order, my top 7 plant protein sources. Plant protein number 7 is tempeh. Tempeh is a triple threat. It's jam-packed with plant protein at over 30 grams per cup. It's a fermented food, so it's a probiotic, and it can lower your cholesterol. Pretty hard to beat. Plus, it's incredibly versatile. You can have it in tacos, bowls, salads. There's tempeh burgers, tempeh bacon, just endless options. Quick fact. Protein is easy to find. The recommended dietary allowance, or RDA, for a 170-pound man is 64 grams a day. Not that much. In fact, as Stanford professor Chris Gardner explains, most Americans get double the RDA simply by eating enough calories. Plant protein number 6 is lentils. Lentils are my favorite legume. Incredibly cheap. I often buy them at less than $1 a pound, fast to cook, and just a nutritional powerhouse. 1 cup of lentils has 18 grams of plant protein, 16 grams of fiber, and 1/3 of your daily iron. Try this delicious lentil dal. I love it so much, I even took it on the plane with me. Quick fact, many studies have shown people getting more protein from plants tend to live longer lives. Now, these studies can't prove that the plant protein per se is responsible for their longevity. The researchers try to rule out confounders like BMI, alcohol intake, smoking, physical activity, and diabetes. But there could be other differences in the plant eaters that account for the benefits. I actually got my PhD doing this type of experiment, measuring lifespan on different conditions, on different foods, but we used animals like fruit flies. We basically sat there and waited for them to die of natural causes. Now imagine doing that with humans. So it's almost impossible to prove that link beyond all doubt, and we may never know with 100% certainty. But given all the demonstrated health benefits of a plant-rich diet, it's plausible that they also contribute to long-term health and length of life. Plant protein number 5 is edamame. Edamame are the fresh, unprocessed soybeans. You can buy them fresh or frozen, which is really convenient. A cup of edamame has 19 grams of plant protein. That's almost 1/3 of the RDA for the average sized man. You can have it as a snack with garlic or as a full meal. Try this corn and edamame summer salad, or if you're not a salad guy or gal, try this Buddha bowl with mushrooms and broccolini. Are you allergic to soy by any chance? Stick around. Plenty of soy-free options coming up. Quick fact, we don't need protein powders. Okay, if you're a bodybuilder, maybe, but vast majority of us can get all the protein we need from food. That's not to say protein powders are unhealthy, have some if you like, but try not to think of them as a replacement for food. Real food is more complete and less expensive. Plant protein number 4 is hummus. It's as simple as blended chickpeas, so you can make it at home quickly if you prefer, for a more natural version that also saves money. Or you can buy it pre-made. It works as a creamy dressing, as a snack, or as a side dish. Quick fact, there's a common idea in our society that plant protein lacks certain amino acids. In reality, all plants have all 9 essential amino acids. The proportions vary between them, so eating a variety of different plants ensures you get a proper mix. Also, it used to be thought that plant protein was less well absorbed, but the most recent evidence in humans indicates there's little to no difference between animal and plant protein digestibility. And since we eat protein in excess anyway, any small differences aren't meaningful in practice. There may be some exceptions in elderly people with some digestion issues, but for most of us, both animal and plant protein provide all the amino acids we need. Plant protein number 3 is oatmeal. Although they're not as concentrated in protein as legumes, for example, all whole grains are great sources of plant protein. A cup of oatmeal has about 10 grams of protein, and if you have it with some almonds, flax or chia, and any milk you like, you can easily hit 20 or 25 grams of protein for breakfast, and loaded with fiber and healthy fats. Which brings us to plant protein number 2, chia seeds. Now, most of us don't eat whole cups of chia seeds, and that's okay, because they're so insanely nutrient dense, we don't need that much. 3 tablespoons of chia seeds on your oatmeal or in a chia pudding packs 5 grams of protein, almost 20% of your daily calcium needs, and half your iron. Not to mention soluble fiber, which lowers cholesterol and feeds your microbiome, and omega-3 healthy fats. What else do we want from a food? By the way, hemp seeds are incredible too, with more than twice the protein as chia. These seeds are just out of control. Quick fact, it's not all or nothing. In the longevity studies we saw earlier, even shifting just 3% of calories from animal to plant protein was associated with a drop in mortality. Similar findings have been reported for heart disease and many other conditions. So if you want to eat 100% plants, by all means go for it. But if you'd rather not, even small changes have been linked to benefits. And plant protein number 1 is just a reminder that greens have protein too, and it really adds up. Kale, broccoli, and asparagus are just some examples of protein-rich greens, so load up. Did I miss your favorite source of plant protein? This list is totally interactive, so just write it below. Here's more info on complete proteins and where to find them. And here's what I eat in a whole day, so you can see this variety thing in action.